What's going on, everyone? It's yours truly, Mikey Bezo, back with another one. And today was a very interesting day. I learned that you can swap a Hellcat engine onto older model vehicles, so that may be something that I pursue in the future. There's a tip I learned today. Anyways, what's going on, y'all? So NBA action did not disappoint. It did not disappoint. Both number one seeds overall were upset, and one has to help but think if this rec league style basketball is gonna take its toll on the more disciplined teams in the NBA. I, for one, am enjoying the bubble. I cannot lie. Some people, may pass on it, but listen, me personally, I got no issue with it at all. So going into today, initially I picked the Blazers, I picked the Bucks, got long on that one. I picked the Heat. I picked both really, because and then I picked Houston. They said that it was a pick 'em, but Harden, CP, I mean, there's levels to it. Overall, I liked the effort from all the teams today, outside of some of the head coaches. Frank Vogel. But let's hurry up and get into this strictly because you can already see the sweat on me. I just got done working out, trying to lose those pounds, man. I had a good workout today for the most part, but we'll see how things go. So, Magic Bucks. Budenholzer has to come with a better game plan because him bringing the ball, poor Giannis, the film is out there. He's gotta figure it out, whether it's having Giannis cut from the baseline or have someone bringing the ball up court, which would make a little more sense. But for 31, 17, and 7, I mean, dude did what he could. But you could tell that he didn't necessarily impact the game as dominant as he typically is, as shown throughout this MVP campaign, which I do think he's gonna be MVP. But I mean, you can't help but see, man, Vooch ball, man. Playoff career high 35. I mean, pick and pop, left hand hooks. I mean, it was in the post, getting boards. But the others from Orlando showed up, man. I didn't even think T. Ross was gonna play, but he was out there. They was doing their thing. Milwaukee's bench has to do a little better. I believe Connaughton and DiVincenzo, they were like combined 3-10, 3-11 shooting, so those guys got to bring it too. Bledsoe played alright. I think Middleton needs to step up another notch in order for them to really get to where they need to. But this team has the same glaring hole they had last postseason, and until Budenholzer decides to say, hey, let's switch things up and let's adjust, because like I said, apologies guys for sweating. Playoffs is all about matchups and adjustments. So we'll see what team comes up with better adjustments the second time. You could have fooled me if you would have put the Raptors jerseys on on the Magic today or yesterday, and looked and saw how attentive the team was to getting back and forming that wall so Giannis couldn't get. And he got a little frustrated. This was probably the sloppiest 31 points I've seen in a while. He had to really dig deep for those points. I mean, however he could have got them. But in the back of my head, I couldn't help but think that he's gone. Sorry, Bucks fans. Giannis is out of here. He's not coming back. Unless you guys trade for an elite player, which is going to be a little hard. I think someone that makes a lot of sense is a Devin Booker or a Damian Lillard. Someone that's offense is like at that level, to where defenses can't just say, oh, okay, well, this and that. But like I said, he needs to work on a lot of facets in his game. He's really about 85% of the player that he can become, and that's saying a lot. Not that saying he'll become a perfect player, but just 85, I think, is where he's at right now. I think he can still become more proficient in the post. Shooting, he shot 3-7 from 3, but there's still levels to it, man. It's just how the defense guards him. With Anthony Davis, for example, we'll get into them in depth, but he didn't shoot that well in the first half. That first half, he didn't shoot that well. He looked at the free throw line. He scored 7 in the second half. But we're gonna save the Lakers for later. We're saving that for the end of the game since that was the nightcap game. But overall, I think Budenholzer is gonna adjust, because if he doesn't, not only is he gonna get cut, Giannis is gonna dip, and he may have to retool, blow that team up. And usually coaches are the ones that doesn't stick around for that. So there's also that. Moving on to the second game of the day, which I did look forward to, Jimmy versus TJ round 1 fight. Jimmy won round 1, man. I think he just has more. He has more tools. I'm gonna take about 25 to 30 seconds to get my Miles Turner rank going. Ready, go. Miles Turner. What happened to the good old days where centers used to get double-digit rebounds, 7-footers? I know airballs happen. I airball too, not gonna lie. But you're a pro, so I guess you have less leeway. For me, same thing. Maybe Nate McMillan's not employing you the right way, but for a minute, Jakar Sampson looked like he was better off playing small ball 4 or 5 in that short amount of burst that he had. I just don't. I know he led the league in blocks, this past season, not this current season, but the past season, or either 18-19. I know Oli got scraped in the eye. He couldn't return. Saying it's not that serious, so he'll be back, which is great news. But for me, it's just man. That took longer than 30 seconds, but I didn't want to sound too overcritical. But Miles Turner has to step it up, dog. Point blank, period. He has to. Bam is out showing him. Now Bam is the better player. Granted, he switches on the perimeter. I mean, he can initiate the offense a little bit. Not quite Draymond Green, but I mean, he can shoot. Like, he's the ideal big man today. If he's not dominant in the post, he's doing literally everything else. Not saying that he's dominant, but he's doing everything else. TJ did his thing, but Jimmy took over, and he kind of just showed, like he said, like, there's levels to this. He's an all-star / all-NBA talent. He's still not shooting great. He shot 2 of 2, 100 from the field. Can't knock it, but I mean, Miami, I think they're just going to outclass them. Point blank, period. Sabonis not playing. He would have been ideal. He would have been much better served than Turner. I think Miles Turner should come off the bench, but listen, I'm going to stop talking about Miles Turner. Any fans, I want you guys to see this and go crazy on me, so it's the reason why Paul George wanted to get out. Just saying. Rockets, Thunder, we'll keep this one short. No Westbrook, no problem. Thunder don't have enough firepower. It was evident. I think if I was Houston, I would just Russ, take the series off. Get right, man. Because we're going to have to go up against the Lakers. I'm so confident the Lakers will beat the Blazers. Let's not overreact, people. But I would just sit Russ. Or maybe bring him back game 3, game 4. Because this has all the potentials of a sweep. I'm going to be honest with you. This sounds like a sweep, looks like a sweep. You can even hear the little bristles on the ground when the broom is, it's being swept. When it's doing its thing, I just think this is a wrap. So that's me personally. Harden did his thing. They have nobody to throw at him. They had T. Ferguson. He looked like he was shaking his boots at one point. I mean, but this is a generational score, so I can't hold him on that. CP had damn near triple-double in the words of Ice Cube. The young Bulls got to step up. Shea, he has to step up. I know a lot of people are high on him. I'm not as high as most people on him, but he's got to step up. Dennis the Menace, he has to, aka Dennis the Dillinger, he's got to step up too. They both combined for 18. That's unacceptable. On any given night, both of those guys are going to need close from 15 to 20 each if they want to stay in the series. But yeah, man, EG came back 21. Uncle Jeff 22. He had a smooth left hand. Wish I could get that film on there. But McLemore had 14. They're saying he's his best shooter. I remember when Ben McLemore got drafted by the Kings, the toxic Kings. who happened to let go of none other than Vlade Divac. Congrats to the Sacramento Kings. Wish I had my clues bomb stuff on here I dropped, but yeah, it's looking good for the Kings fan, Queens fan, Nash. Future's looking bright for you guys. You wish. And on to the nightcap. Another Nashington. LeBron, biggest LeBron fan. Lakers fans will be alright. But it was a wake-up call. I mean, the Lakers, like I said, LeBron looked good somewhat the last game. I mean, he dropped 15 to 15. That was the first time it's ever been done in the playoffs. I mean, you look at the box score. Blazers had 36 that first quarter, man. They kind of set the tone. Lakers came back at 31 the second quarter. It's 21-19, so I was basically dead even. The Blazers just came alive, and Dame took over like he does, man. It's that time, so you gotta respect it. Dude's a baller, California bred, East Oakland native. I can't really hold him on that. Fred, I know you was upset because I bet on the Blazers and I'm a Lakers fan and I did treason. Hey man, I'm trying to win. Lakers, they should be able to get back. They will get back. But AD, he's going to play some 5. Point blank period. He's going to have to. I know he doesn't want to bang around. He said that in the press conference when he acquired him. But it made no sense to take out Kuzma when he was feeling hot. Just to put AD back in. Like, come on, Vogel. Come on, man. You done lost to LeBron too many times for you to link up with him, and then you doing this. It's unacceptable. But I know this much. Danny Green needs to come off the bench. And JR and Dion needed minutes today. That was beyond me. I did not understand that. Like, I know you ride your veterans, the guys that lineup you come in with, but if we're just being truthful, Danny Green, yeah, he hit 2 of 8 threes. I mean, but he played a little much better defense because I know Dame, he kind of switches up his pace. Same thing with CJ. So those guys are a little more, depending on who you ask, those guys are a little more trickier to defend. Some of those guys are a little more easier to defend because when he went against Paul George and Kawhi, those guys were just bullying him around because he's too small. Now he's like, all right, I'm bigger than these guys. My foot speed's not at their level, but it's decent enough. But yeah, there needs to be some changes. I was expecting I lied. Vogel did trap Damian, and they sent some blitzes at CJ too, and I was kind of surprised. I was like, man, CJ's not even really getting off because I remember CJ had only 21. Yeah, CJ wasn't even really getting off. Like, Dame really at that point closed them out. Gary Trent Jr. was shooting crazy in a bad way, but he did hit a 3-pointer that was clutch. Melo, 11 points, still doing his thing. Anyone wants to fight or whatever, those points are clutch to me. Point blank period. And they can improve, man. Zach Collins didn't play. I mean, and they're in foul trouble. 4 guys with 5 fouls. Yeah, man. It's going to be sad if they have to break this team up in Portland, but I'm a big fan. Hopefully you guys like this video. I know the sweat is it's annoying, but it is what it is. Please leave a comment. I appreciate you guys for watching the playoff preview predictions or preview. The week 1 wrap up or day 1 wrap up, that was surprising to me. I didn't expect to get any views because I didn't even promote it on any of my social media accounts. So the people that are actually subscribed to my channel watching this video, or the ones that aren't, I'm going to continue to doing this. My girl was just tripping on me and pressing me to do some extracurricular activities that are not that, you nasty fiends. Shame on you. But or that other extracurricular activities. I don't do drugs, nor do I move drugs. Anyways, guys, so like I said, I'm out of here. It's y'all. It's Mikey Bezo. I'm out. Day 3. Playoffs are just getting started, man. No home court advantage. Who wants it more? So that being said, I'm out. Peace.